G'day, John O'Brake here with Monday Myth Check number 10, and today we're going to talk about this idea that, when you're looking for people, skill matters more than anything else. And so Monday Myth Check is where we actually take common held beliefs, myths, understandings, truths that maybe we hold dear, and we hold them up to the light and say, well, where are they true and where could they go wrong? And so today I'm coming to you from one of my favorite parts of the world. I'm in Western North Carolina doing some hiking. It's a gorgeous spring day, and so you can just see around me the forest behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's have a think about this for a minute. So one of the things that when I'm looking for, or when I'm advising my clients in particular, when we start looking at people, okay, and we start thinking about how am I going to hire? Now, obviously skill matters, okay? There's no doubt about it. You wouldn't hire, a tradesman to do your books. So the whole point is that we do want to hire for the right roles, but then we get obsessed with, have we got exactly the perfect person? Have they got all the skills they need? Are they the most talented person that we can find? And it might be a track record, it might be sales numbers, it could be anything that we're looking at. And at the end of the day, even though most of us would agree that the culture and fit and all those sorts of things matter, often we'll come back to, well, they can get the results, or they've got the networks and the connections. And so in some respects, those pieces can take a back seat. So when we start talking about getting the right people on the right seats on the bus, we've got to think about more than just can they do the job? They've got to fit. So it's really important that you know as a company what your culture is, the kind of people you want to bring around you. That should be up front and center in your employment advertisements and so forth. It should be front and center in any recruitment pages you have on your website. It should be front and center in the conversations you're having. So there's no incongruence across all three, across your people, your team members, your vendors, and your clients. And so this stuff's really important. It really is important that you hire for cultural fit and put that in equal weighting, if not higher weighting, than just skill. So one of the things that I look at too, it's not just about the cultural fit. Cultural fit can be great, but there's also other things that go on in an employee when we're looking at people. So they may not have the exact skills that we need, but they might be the right kind of person, or they might be the right self-starter, or they might have the right attitude, they might have the right strength, they might have whatever it is that they might have that doesn't actually fit the job description, but is really valuable for what we do. Maybe it's something coming way out of left field. They may be project managing in some completely different area to what we've got to bring fresh eyes to the way we manage projects. And so one of the things that I always work with my customers, I always look at these three things called attitude, aptitude, and skill. Okay, so skill comes third in this list. So yes, we've got cultural fit. So attitude kind of fits into the cultural piece. It's important in terms of understanding, do they carry the right temperament? Do they have what it takes? Do they like what we're on about? Are they going to be a good piece of our culture? But then, are there good skills there in terms of how they carry themselves and how they present themselves? How they front up to clients? How they front up to other team members? Are they team players, individualists? Are they dominant? Are they more stabilizing? Are they, kind of more data driven, or are they more sociable? What are the things about them that kind of, and that plays into their attitude. Attitude and aptitude, can cross over. Aptitude is more of those, what are some of those inherent skills they bring to us that, that maybe attitude, maybe a behavioral study or something like that can't actually tell us anything about a person. And so we start to think about things like, are they a self-starter? Do they need to be primed every single time? Can they innovate? Can they think through things properly without having to go to somebody? All those sorts of things become the way they look at things, how they make decisions, how they make complex decisions and are able to pivot and change. So that plays into the aptitude. And then obviously the skill is the easiest one, because do they have the requisite skills? Now, some jobs that we have out there require certain skills. There are certain levels of skills, certain trades and qualifications. So that's fine, okay? But still don't just go and hire the next qualified person. Make sure you look at their cultural fit, look at their attitude, their aptitude, and their skill. What I'd love you to do is take this away is go through your people, including yourself, and start to think about attitude, aptitude, skill, and how each of your people presents with those things. So I'm John O'Brake. Today's Monday Myth Check is that skill trumps culture or anything else when we're hiring is not true. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy the journey.